Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone has had a wonderful day. Today, again, we're coming from Jesus Always, and today's Saturday, March the 24th. So, I hope you all have had a great day and got a lot of things done. And for those who have participated in the march to save lives, March for Our Lives. Um, that was a good cause because we're losing so many people to gun violence. Um, our children, especially, even through accidents or just senseless shootings, teens shooting teens, and adults shooting each other over senseless things. Um, so I'm asking that just keep those in prayers who lost loved ones um, to gun violence. I have lost an uncle to gun violence in the 80s. Um, he was murdered. It was done intentionally. He was shot in the back of the head, close range with a shotgun while he was collecting uh, rent. He was managing a apartment complex in North Nashville. And so that's how people are, just senseless. They just they're so easy to grab their rifles and so easy to grab their guns for anything. And you're in a rage and you don't like something or something somebody said, you just want to grab your gun. Well, that's no way to act. There's no way to behave. You know, there were times when we used to could talk things out, that we're going to disagree on a lot of things, but there's no sense in taking someone's life. Endless, just endless and senseless take someone's innocence away from them or take them away from their families, their loved ones. So, just want to say keep everybody in prayers, keep this nation in prayers, and just bless everybody. So, today, our reading starts. No matter how inadequate you may feel, you can always look to me for help. You don't need to go to a special place or assume a certain posture to seek my face, nor do you need to use elegant language or work to win my favor. I always look favorably on you because I see you clothed in my righteousness. I am alive in you, and I understand your thoughts perfectly. So, a simple glance at me, made in faith, is enough to connect you to my help. You tend to waste energy trying to determine whether your resources are adequate for the day. You keep checking your power gauge instead of looking to me for my provision. How much better to simply acknowledge your insufficiency when you awaken. This frees you to rely on my boundless sufficiency. If you stay in touch with me, I will place enough power at your disposal to meet your needs as they arise. Keep turning towards me. Your every present help and your strength will be equal to the demands of your day. Look to the Lord and his strength. These are the scriptures for the day. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. Psalms chapter 105, verse 4. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God. For he hath clothed me with your garment of salvation. He has covered me with your robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom decks himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorns herself with her jewels. Isaiah chapter 61, verse 10. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Psalms chapter 46, verse 1. The bolts of your gates will be iron and bronze, and your strength will equal your days. Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 25. No matter how we feel each day that the good Lord allows us to wake up, we're always supposed to look to Him for help. He is our help, not just in troubled times, y'all. He's our help in everything. He's our provider. He's our counselor. He's our teacher. And He loves us. He guides us. He strengthens. He's our strength. And we can do nothing without Him. So, and when it says you do not need to go to a special place or assume a certain posture to seek my face, He's everywhere. So those who can get down on their knees and pray, get down on your knees and you pray. But for those who can't, don't feel inadequate that, oh, I got to get on my knees and the prayer won't be heard, or if I don't. No, He says we don't have to assume a certain posture. You can pray to Him and talk to the Lord while you cooking your food at that stove, while you doing your dishes. Gentlemen, men, while you working on your cars, talk to the Lord. You can pray. You seek Him. While you in your cars, waiting in that long traffic, yeah, you can pray and talk to God. That'll keep your mind from wanting to say some things to people cutting you out. But you don't have to be in a certain posture to seek Him. He's there, and all you have to do is call upon Him and talk to Him. And then, throughout our day, we do waste a lot of time and energy at times thinking about where we're going to get this from, and the resources we have to connect with, and what. So instead of doing that, we have to learn how to rely on God to bless us and give us what we're in need of. He says He is sufficient enough for us, so we lack in nothing. He's a boundless God. So anything we need, He's going to give it to us. He's going to equip us with whatever we need throughout that day. I have all that I need for every moment that I'm in. That's because God equips you every second, every minute, every hour of that day with everything you need. And all you have to do is go through that day believing in Him, trusting in Him, obeying, being a servant to Him, being a servant to others. And He's going to take care of you. Like He said, He takes care of the birds, and they just fly around because they know they're taken care of. And we are more than the birds. He tells us this. So then He's going to take care of us. So, and then when you go through your day and you feel that power draining out of you, you're like, Lord, help me. I need a boost of energy. I need to be strengthened so I can make it through the day, to finish this race, to finish the task that I have to do. And when you pray and ask Him, the Lord will supply you with what you need to finish what it is that is needed to do your job that day. But you just ask, and you keep asking, and you keep looking and seeking for Him. You keep turning to Him. Don't turn away from Him, y'all. I had to learn that, because I used to turn away from Him when I had troubles. That was the time when I was in the world, and I was taught that when you're not doing right, you don't go to church. When you out there in the world, you don't go to church. So I stayed away. And it took a an evangelist, a preacher, to tell me that you don't run away from the church when you're in trouble or when you're going through stuff. That's when you come to the church. That's where you get your healing, and that's where you get your uplifting, and that's where God will save you. It's in the church. So just to remind you to always seek Him in every aspect of your life. Seek Him and His presence and ask Him to guide you, to lead you, to protect you. Whatever it is that you are needing, ask Him. And never feel like you're asking too much, because He says pray without ceasing. So you're praying every day, all day. You're talking to Him about everything, little thing, to keep going. So that is our devotional for today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. And remember, this is to encourage you, to uplift you, and to share um, God's Word with you so that you may study, show yourself approved, and learning His Word, letting His Word dwell in you. Ask Him to instill the fruits of the Spirit in you so that you will be forever transformed by His words. So again, I encourage you to read these scriptures that I read for yourself. Get in a study group or worship service so that you can learn even more of the Bible, God's inspired word, and learn of His death, burial, and resurrection, and what God means to you, and see what God is doing in so many others. So until next time, God bless you. You have a wonderful night. Bye now.